Well, when I come and see you, which I'm going to, you can call me a dumbass to my face, okay? Candy Grand Prix, when I come there to see you, you can call me a dumbass to my face, okay? You're a liar. You are not banned from shelters. It takes the phone calls, okay? You do not have Tourette's. That's why you are so pissed off at the defender, and you're not disabled. No, you know what? Let me tell you something, you big wide ass, okay? The reason why you're so mad is because we're speaking truth, and this woman who is doing the interviews for you is eventually, she's going to find out, okay? There's too many people telling her. And another thing, if what you say is true, Candy, if you say that everybody that comes to your defense is treated in the same manner that you say you're in, wow, that says a lot for your friendship, doesn't it? You are not banned from shelters. You're a liar. You're banned from one-day shelter. You do not have Tourette's. You're a damn liar. You are not disabled. You're a damn liar. What? You may hear noises a little louder than other people. That's not even verifiable. There's earbuds for that. And you say that we don't even know you. Big Back, when you're on social media 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, people get to know you because you show absolutely everything. You even tell us when you shit your pants, when you stop at toilets, when poop water splashes in your face and you blow snot everywhere. That's pretty intimate information. So yeah, we kind of do know you. That's why we know you're a liar, a fraud, a scammer. You take money for under fraudulently claims of being disabled, of being banned. And see, people are starting to find out, and that is why you're so mad. And so you can sit there and say that I sold my soul to the devil just because I hate you, just because I hate the way that you treat people, like you treated that little old man, like you treated that disabled young girl, the child. Remember that, Candy Grand Greedy? Do you remember when the child had to go and sit down on the bench 2-3 benches down from you, and you started screaming at her and cussing her? Do you remember that, Candy Grand Greedy, a couple of weeks ago? And do you remember her mom coming out and saying, "She can't walk, idiot"? Do you remember that? Do you? Do you remember when the man's mother died that morning and you said that he probably blood sacrificed her? Do you? Do you remember shooting the dog in the face with the pepper spray for doing nothing? Do you remember when you killed animals, when you say that you didn't know what you were doing? Yeah, you did. You're evil. Okay, so you can do this play pretend all you want. You can sit there and say, "I'm so tired and exhausted." What have you done, girl, but lay on your back? Even under your own voice, I've been here for a week and you've done nothing, okay? You fraudulently and scammingly and lying take money under false pretenses. You get a government check for a disability that you do not have. You get 3 YouTube payouts from YouTube alone, plus all the donations that you get. You run out of money every single month by about the second or third day after you get your money, okay? So, and you even admitted yourself, you slipped up. Yeah, Big Back, you even admitted yourself, well, you put money back. Why is it that you can put your own money back, but you want to spend everybody else's money? Yeah, you sure did. You said that. I've got it recorded. So even if you go and erase that video, I've got it recorded. You sure did. So how are you surviving the other 27, 28 days a month? How do you take buses? How do you take Ubers? How do you eat? According to you, you got to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or you're going to die. Okay, you eat more than any person I've ever known. How do you get breakfast, lunch, and dinner plus snacks every single day, okay? And get in hotels 99% of the time, and then Uber there. And this is on top of also having deposits on top of the hotel rooms a night. and then you get food DoorDash and Uber. So if you're so innocent, okay, and you don't live this high life, who pays for it? Who pays for it, Candy? Everybody else does, because that's what you are expecting out of everyone. You will not look for a job. You do not want to go to work. You have admitted it yourself you don't want to work. You have admitted it that you make too much money in donations. The woman that made the video, yes, Candy, my opinion about you changed. That woman that you know who I'm talking about that was with you on the streets got you on audio and video. Do you remember, what did you do with the money, Candy, that you got all that money for the car? Have you ever told any people about that? That she was sitting there saying, well, it may not be a brand new car, but you'll be able to get something nice. What'd you do with the money, Candy? What did you? You spent it, didn't you? What did you call people that were stupid enough to keep donating to you? You called them what? Cash cows? And what was your words? If they're stupid enough to keep giving me money, then I'm going to keep taking it. I'm making too much money to stop. Isn't that the words that came out of your mouth? Yes, it is. And this innocent lifestyle, you think you're so pure and innocent. I ask people to go back and watch some of your earlier videos. Not saying that people don't make mistakes and we can't change, but you act like you're holier than thou and you've never done anything. Yeah, you kind of did, didn't you? See, there's a lot you're not telling people, isn't there? You play pretend, you're a fake, you're a scammer, you have figured out a way to cry. Well, no, I mean, you don't have tears, but you know what I'm saying. Wah, 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 and get people to feel so sorry for me. I'm so tired and so disabled and I'm just so tortured, when no one ever bothers you in person. You may get some stuff online. Who doesn't? No one ever bothers you in person. And the woman who's doing the interview, I beg you, show us one video, where somebody has went up and started anything with Candy. If you see anything, it's them retaliating because they've had enough of her mouth, and even those are very far and few in between. But you can tell me that whenever we meet face to face. Why am I angry with you? Let me tell you why I'm angry with you. If you was just asking for money, even if you were begging, hey, you know what? I have no issues. I know that people have hard times in this world, even if people gave to you every single night. What gets me so angry, Candy Grand Prix, go back, and you're probably referring to the video I made before this one, showing the little old man again, how you treated him. What makes me so angry with you, Candy, is because you think that the world owes you everything. Because you think that once you set yourself down on that bench that you think you own, you do. You think you own it. That no animal, child, or human being is allowed to walk past you, not within a block. That no one is allowed to talk, smile, laugh, ride a bike, drive a car, listen to music, do anything remotely being human. Nothing. You call out every single person. Even people that is just walking by and doesn't even know your existence. You'll go, look. And then you just put them on camera and we're like, what? What? Why are you putting them on camera? You do that every single night. And then after you've been in a hotel for sometimes weeks at a time, and you go back to what you say is your bench, if other people were there, what do you do, Candy? What do you do? I can tell you exactly what you do. You'll walk up and you'll start going, and you'll start sighing. Then you'll go, they were sent here. They were sent here. They're in crusty, fake, smelly pieces of da-da-da-da. They were sent here. And then you'll walk up to them and you start calling them horrific names, putting them on camera and just staring at them like a psycho. Or you'll just walk up to them and not say anything and just put them on camera. And you just, why don't you go somewhere? What are you doing here? Leave. Don't you have a home? You're a perp, and you start calling them all these names for no reason, for none. No one can go there and fish. Although, remember, you are sitting in a very, very, very popular, and I imagine it being summer, it's even going to be more so, area. Restaurants, ships, real pretty walkway right there by the water, and you're sitting right there. But God forbid anybody walks in front of you or even behind you. The rare times that you are out there, Candy, see there's other homeless people that's not as fortunate as you are to get Ubered to a hotel, to stay night after night in a hotel, to go down and eat breakfast, to have dinner and lunch and snacks and breakfast Ubered and DoorDash to you, to be able to eat this good food constantly, to get your stuff paid for, stuff that you need. See, they're not that fortunate, okay? They truly are homeless. So they can sleep until the government or the cops say otherwise. I just got choked on my gum. They can sleep wherever they want to. And so I guess they're mind readers, and they're supposed to know, oh, Candy Greedy is coming back to her bench. We better all skedaddle. No, that's not how it works. If you don't like it, then get up. Get yourself a job like you did at Piccadilly's, because you quit there because a man gave you a dirty look. How about you don't quit your job this time? How about you stay out of the bathrooms and quit doing videos on everyone you work with and actually do your job, okay? You're there to work, not make best friends. And then you can get you a place. And when you do get you a place, don't walk a block and a half down the street and confront a man and start screaming and cussing at him because he's listening to music that you think is too loud while he's working on his truck. Yeah, you really did that, and the video's still up. So that's just a few of the reasons why I am so mad at you, Candy.
Cynthia Burns.
Candy Grand Prix.
Because you know damn well you sold your soul to the devil and you joined the gang stalking cyber cult network.
Okay, so I sold my soul to the devil. Well, no, I kind of didn't, okay? Because I love my Lord and Jesus. I love Father God. I do not personally know not one other person, not one. Never met them. I have never talked to them on the phone. I've never private messaged them. I've never private texted, not nobody that does videos, and you, not one person. I have communicated through comments. Yeah, I don't know none of them, and they don't know me. See, the thing is you think, that's why, Candy, that you always want Camilla in there and all those other people, because they agree with you. They think it's okay with the way that you treat people. You think that everybody else who finds this very wrong, very tasteless, evil and horrific, and we don't agree with you, you think we have sold our souls to the devil. And it's just simply not true. I don't go around during my day cussing out people, being hateful to them, judging them, being abusive at all. Even when you are begging for money in person, and there's so many videos out there of this, even when they are extremely nice to you, what is it that you say, Candy? What is it? Well, they were fake nice. Everything is fake. You sound like a 5-year-old. They were fake nice. It matters not to you. You are going to call people names and hate them no matter what. And people who give you money so you can eat good, you always find something wrong with it instead of being grateful. You would bitch if you was given a golden plate and fork to eat with. That is why I am so angry with you. Well, you may say I'm pathetic, okay? Coming from you, Candy Greedy, I take that as a compliment. Thank you so much. And no, I don't plan on going to hell. No, because I try to live my life the best I can to be the kindest person that I can. And although I get very angry with you and I say things that may seem hateful when I make videos of you, because you're supposed to have a distaste for evil. You're supposed to hate evil, and that's what you are, Candy Grand Prix. You are evil. And you can lay there and you can play pretend and you can play the victim all you want, but you know inside that brain of yours, inside that head, every single word that we're saying to you is truth. And that is why you are so angry, because you know it's truth, because your own videos show it. This isn't just words that's coming out of my mouth or anyone else's. We're showing you doing it on your videos. But we're the liars, right?
Because they're like, oh, well, you put your information out there. That still does not give you the right to come and attack me.
Okay. Mind my business. I'll tell you what, the day that you stop fraudulently taking money from people under false pretenses of lying and scamming, when you stop treating people so hateful, I am not going to sit by knowing that you're taking advantage of people that have good hearts, that come across your videos for the very first time and give money because they feel sorry for you, when it could be going to people who truly need it. And there's so many people in this world who truly need it. No. And the thing is that, yeah, you kind of do put your life out there. So whether it's me, her, him, whoever, that's just how it goes, especially when you're doing wrong on social media. You're going to get called out. If you don't like it, then stay off. Quit coming on. That's just it, period. But you won't, because you have to beg. And it's funny how you say that no one else has the right to attack you with words on social media, but you attack people in real life. What a contradiction. Oh, and whenever you do your other interview, I hope she asks you about God is good. I hope she asks you, well, Candy, why is it in so many of your videos, basically almost every one of them, whenever anybody wears these certain colors, you always point them out and you put the camera on them and you call them this and that. But I noticed that when God is good came up to meet you and he was with his family, they were wearing the same colors, but you kind of didn't say anything. Is it because you got money? And you kind of didn't say anything when he was doing all those signals with his hands and everything. I pray to God in heaven above that she asks you, because that is something I cannot wait to hear your answer to.
Aloe vera plant sitting on their porch out in the open, that doesn't give you the right to go over on their, you know, on their doorstep.
See, she's starting to think about how she does people. Okay, I'm telling you, I've seen enough of her videos. No, I do not stalk her. I've seen enough of her videos that she knew right then and there, guys, when she was saying that, she was like, uh-oh, I just opened up the door. Yeah, you sure did. Okay, then, does that give you the right? Why does it give you the right, then, to bother and harass everybody? Just because people's walking by in front of you, riding by in front of you, walking a dog in front of you, walking with their spouse in front of you, driving a car, listening to music in front of you, just existing does not give you the right either, Kimber. I saw that word tamper. Candy Grand Greedy, to mess with them, to tamper with their beings, does it? Yeah, you knew what you done when you said that. You knew you opened yourself up because you know what it is you do.
Take it or tamper with it.
See, she knew. That's why she's kind of stuttering. She knows.
Online gang stalkers that's been attacking me unprovoked for no reason at all.
Just like everybody else in the world with you. She knows what she done. See, that's what she's doing. Don't buy it. She knows what she done. She knows she just messed up saying that, because she knows what it is she does.
Group think. Wait, y'all don't even think independently of
I guarantee, I think for myself, and I'm pretty sure everybody does too, just because we all agree with how you do, basically who you are is horrific, how you do people's horrific. Just because all of us agree does not mean that we don't think for ourselves or that we're mind controlled. It means that we see you and what you are and who you are, and it's not a good thing, and what you do is not good. That doesn't mean we don't think independently. That means that we think with our brains, that we see with our own eyes and we hear with our own ears, and that we're not buying into your little game. And that, Candy, is what pisses you off so bad.
No. So yeah, I mean, I rested my body for a few days.
From
And
what?
today I felt like,
From what? What is it that she does?
I had a little bit of the physical energy, to get the a little bit of the energy to
Get it out.
go out and excuse me, go and walk to.
I'm telling you guys, and y'all can disagree with me if you want to. She knows a while ago she screwed up saying that, using that aloe vera plant as an example, because she knew exactly what my comeback was going to be. She knows, because she knows what she does. She's an idiot, but she's not stupid, okay? And she knows, and she knows. That's why she's coughing, kind of doesn't know really what to say or taking her time. She knows she screwed up. Yeah.
The store, So then I had like
Oh, and just to let everyone know, the money, where did the money come from so she could go to the store? Yeah.
$1, because the other 17 or whatever I spent on, hair products.
Oh, and just to give you a helping hand again, like so many of us has told you, if you would stop spraying 20 bottles of alcohol on yourself a day, your hair would probably be in better shape. Can you imagine what the inside of your body, especially your lungs, looks like? Your skin's got to be like leather.
Try to get this,
and as long as you continue to spray that alcohol, it does not matter what you buy. It's not going to do any good. Okay, she doesn't have natural hiccups. Now they're making her hiccup. If people cannot see this for what it is, I feel sorry for you. I really do.
Colored peppermint oil. It wasn't pure peppermint oil, but it had some other ingredients in it. But ever since I poured the oil on the toilet paper and then put it in a couple of areas, I have not seen any flies, gnats, or order any Uber Eats or DoorDash for this evening or to.
She's saying, I do not plan on ordering any Uber Eats or DoorDash for this evening. She orders it every single day and evening, 2 and 3 times a day. Add up the cost of just their fees alone, not the food, just their fees alone every day that you people out there are paying for. So how many hours a day are you having to work just to support this girl? You could probably claim her on your taxes. I kid you not. Oh, how very nice of you to not order it for one night or evening, but that's still left to be said.
I'm gonna warm up the leftover dinner from yesterday, like the buy one get one free. Well, the free plate, I probably would have, if I had the leave though.
The buy one get one free, she said herself, that meal just for that one dinner cost her basically almost $20. She said if it had not been for the buy one get one free, she would have spent over $30 for one meal, for one. And that does not include the delivery fee from DoorDash. And some people have no problem with this.
Hotel and didn't get help with an extra night.
Oh, but you all, and like I've said a million times, this girl gets help financially more than any human being on this planet I have ever seen in my life, under any circumstances, unless it's a GoFundMe for a very specific reason or something that's very serious. I have never, ever, ever seen anybody in my life ever get the kind of money this girl gets day in and day out, day in and day out. And for those that think that we're lying, add up everything she spends on a daily basis by about 27 to 28 days.
Had to eat it.
And even when she does sit on the bench, which is rare, she still gets every single one of her meals paid for. She's even had DoorDash delivered to the bench.
Before leaving the hotel, excuse me,
but somebody else paid for her room again tonight. I mean, I knew it. Somebody else got her another room and bought her meals.
Take the extra plate and warm it up and eat it. I don't know. I'm hungry enough to have like a couple more snacks.
Of course. Oh, and just for everyone's info, and if you don't believe me, go back and do the timeline. The only time that Candy really ever talks about writing or says that she is going to is when she's begging, is when she needs money. That's the only time.
And try to see about.
I mean, like really begging, like if she knows she's going to have to leave the hotel.
And try to see about.
Oh, and just for your information, Candy Grand Greedy, I have never once made one comment about any of your books. I've never read them. I don't go in there. I don't say anything about your books. So don't ever say that I do or that I have. Okay? I'm surprised you haven't. I don't.
Like an eternal vacation.
You do? Okay.
Copying off a Starbricker with that one.
Okay, for number one, I know who Starbrooker is just because you've talked about her so much. No. See, she gets me so mad. You do. Okay, I'm not copying off of anybody. If she said that, I wasn't aware of it, but it's not something hard to come up with. You do stay in hotels like a permanent damn vacation. What would you call it, Candy? You don't work. You do not have a job. You've not had a job in years. You run out of money about the 3rd of every month. So 27 to 28 days during the month, 99% of that time you're in a hotel. That is like staying in a hotel like a permanent vacation. You know we're telling you the truth. You hate it, and what's pissing you off is because more and more people are finding out about you, and the more we talk, that way more people's going to find out, and it's getting you mad because you don't want people to know. You don't want people to know the truth about you. You want people to think that you're some little victim that is always picked on and you never do anything. You don't want people to know the truth about you. I'm sorry. Okay, if we said nothing, your own videos themselves tells you. That's what convinced me. That's what convinced everybody. How do you think we found out how you are and who you are? Your own videos, you, Candy, are in fact your own worst enemy.
And I have like a paid vacation. I'm living on a paid vacation.
Yeah, you do.
I am not, and I've explained this before, I am not living my best life. Like, how are you struggling to survive and you in hotel?
How are you struggling to, struggling to survive to me is literally having to beg for money, okay? Or digging out of trash cans. Or struggling to survive is having a job and working your ass off and barely making it or living paycheck to paycheck. Struggling to survive is not having money handed to you day in and day out. Struggling to survive is not being able to take Ubers to hotels. Struggling to survive is not being able to have 2 and 3 and 4 meals a day DoorDash to you. Struggling to survive is not being able to eat at the higher end restaurants. Struggling to survive is not having basically every one of your wants and needs met. That, Candy, is not struggling to survive. Oh, and on top of that, staying in hotels every night.
You eating good and this and that, whatever. No, I rarely get to eat good.
Okay, Starbucks, Wingstop, Panera Bread, Red Robin, Red Lobster. Are those not, is that not eating good? If I'm wrong, someone tell me, because I certainly cannot. Those are expensive places. McDonald's, going to like 7-Eleven and getting a hot dog, something like that. That is eating cheap. Wendy's, something like that. That's eating cheap. That is higher end. Yes, you do. You eat very, very good, and it's not just one meal a day.
I mean, or eat fancy. Like they lie and say that I'm staying in 5-star hotels.
I never said you were staying in 5-star hotels.
At 5-star luxury restaurant.
Okay, she had a membership at a seafood and steak restaurant. A membership. Membership. Who does that? I didn't even know you could get a membership at a seafood and steak restaurant. But she doesn't eat good, and that's not 5-star, is it? See, we lie, but we're just showing you her videos. How does that even make any sense?
I'm like, well, if that's the case, how come I can't afford to eat lamb chops and frog legs?
Oh, she is absolutely unbelievable. Unbelievable. Candy, I think you forgot just not too long ago some of the food you were posting and telling us that you ate. It may not have been quote unquote lamb chops and frog legs, but it was very, very good food. What was one of them? It was shrimp, and then there was, oh, what is that one expensive? Some kind of a seafood. It's very expensive. I cannot remember for the life of me what it was, but maybe some of y'all that watched it will remember. Yeah, she eats very good, okay? She does. And then there's times she eats very good. But see, to her, if she's not eating lamb chops and frog legs, then that's not 5-star. All this other places that I just named off is considered just ordinary eating to her. And look at that expression on her face. Look at that look. Look at her face. What do you see? Entitlement? Arrogance? Because that's exactly what I see. Because she knows she's a liar. She's the one that's evil. A wolf in sheep clothing. You are.
You know?
Yes, I do know.
I seldom could afford to eat steak.
Okay.
You know, I can't even afford soft shell crab. You know, a lot of food that I cannot afford to eat. I can't afford, like, you know, Applebee's and Red Lobster. And
Oh, she's a liar. Yeah, she does. Yeah, she does. She goes there and eats. Yes, she does.
And Olive Garden.
Yep, she does.
You know.
I could barely afford it. Yeah, because you don't pay for it.
It's really good.
Yeah, you do eat those places. Now she admits the Olive Garden. Yeah, you do. See, if you just watch her mannerisms in her face, she tells you.
And it was in 2023, I think it was. Because you're trying to fetch traffic me. The only work you want me to do is sex work and prostitution
That is
and gang
just
stuff.
sick.
And I say no.
She uses that as an excuse. Yeah, she's got a couple of people that mess with her because they know it gets to her. And they'll say that. But no, nobody is. She uses that as an excuse. Candy Grand Greedy has figured out, just like Lisa Richards has figured out how to act, what to do, and what to say to get sympathy and to get people to give them money. And apparently it is working because, like I said, she lives this lifestyle. And yes, It is like a permanent vacation, and she can sit here and say we lie all that we want. I mean, all she wants, when we just show you her videos. So common sense. I mean, anybody that has a brain the size of a gnat is like, well, if they're showing her videos and they're just kind of doing a commissary on them, yeah, she kind of is doing it. Yeah.
And it's not for you.
That look. Oh, that look. Sorry for the really long video. I know a lot of people's probably not going to go through the whole thing. Didn't plan on making a video. Was actually trying to find something else, came across. Hers was just speeding through it, and I heard my name, and I was like, wait. But Candy knows the truth. That's why she gets so angry. If she didn't have her videos up, and she was just talking about things, I can see where people would say, well, it's your word against hers or their word against hers. But when we're actually showing what she does on her own videos that she takes, common sense has to come into play somewhere.